kitchen and a new episode of What's for Dinner. Tonight we're going to use up the leftover chicken that I cooked on Sunday from my Sunday dinner. Remember, I cooked 2 chickens that night. You know, I didn't show the chicken because I made bread pudding that night, but I've talked about the chicken all week. So we're going to use leftover chicken and we're going to make something called chicken spaghetti. Now, it doesn't have a pasta or red sauce on it. This is a recipe that's inspired by a channel that I watch, and that channel is called Heather Blue Eyes. Now, Heather makes a chicken spaghetti with a fresh chicken, and I took her recipe and I kind of adapted it to use with my leftover chicken. So let's see how I'm going to do that. We're going to use this about 4 cups of my leftover chicken that I have taken off the bone and you know, chunked up. Not too small, not too big. 1 medium onion that I've chopped. 3 cloves of fresh garlic that I have chopped. I have a 1-pound bag of broccoli florets that I threw in the microwave. I cut a hole in the bag, I threw it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and I just got it. That's not completely thawed out, but it's thawed somewhat. And I have a bottle of Zesty Italian dressing. I also have some basil and some oregano and some Parmesan cheese. So what I have over here in my pan is about 1.5 tablespoons or so. I just pour it in the pan. So is a healthy tablespoon of olive oil, and I have it heating up there. So let's go ahead, grab a spoon. I don't know how hot this is, but we'll go ahead and put the garlic in there anyway. So what we want to do is we want to saute this until the onions and then become translucent. And I'll go ahead and put my onions in there too. It'll come up to temperature in just a moment. See, it already smells good and it hasn't even really gotten hot yet.
If there's a hot skillet, you would have done the other way around, right?
If it was a hot skillet, I would have put the onions in first and then the garlic. But because the skillet wasn't that hot, and by putting the garlic in first to the oil, then it's going to flavor the oil, and more of those essential oils from the garlic are going to come out into the olive oil. So either way works, but if you have a hot pan, put the onions in first. There, it's starting. There it goes. There it goes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and saute this until these onions become translucent. And then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Our onions and garlic are getting right where we want them to be. And now I'm going to just add in my dried herbs. Adding them in at this stage really helps their essential oils to come out and flavor the dish even more thoroughly. Because they've been in this jar and they're all dried up. But, you know, it's winter time. We don't have fresh basil unless we buy it at the grocery store. And we certainly don't have fresh oregano, but I live in an area where I probably could go dig some out of my garden, very honestly. But it's dark out, and I'm not doing that with a flashlight. Although I've been known to do crazier things, like go pick vegetables in the rain. Alright, there's that. I'm going to turn my heat down because I had it turned up quite a bit. And now I'm going to throw my broccoli goes in now. This is just a 1-pound bag of broccoli, chopped broccoli cuts it's called. Use florets, cuts, use fresh broccoli and steam it a bit in the microwave, cut it up small and then throw it in the pan. Really what you want to do is take any chill off of it that's in there now. And like I said, my recipe is inspired by Heather Blue Eyes, and I don't think that's her whole screen name, so I'll have to go find out. And I'll put a link to her chicken spaghetti, and well, I'll put a link to her channel below. That way you can go check her out. I just love Heather. I think she's awesome. Okay, and I'm going to toss my chicken in here now. Again, I want to take the chill off of this. And because I put that cold broccoli in the pan, it took some of the heat off the pan. So you just want to take the chill off. And then the next thing we're going to do, and I also have a pot of water over here so that I can cook some angel hair pasta. This is your favorite Italian dressing, okay? That was the better part of a bottle. Maybe 3/4 of a bottle. I had that bottle in my fridge and it needed to be used. So in it goes. And now we're going to turn this down. We're going to simmer this covered like so until our pasta's ready. And then I'm going to take the pasta out of the water and toss it in with our vegetable and meat mixture. So when it's time for that to happen, I'm going to come back and share it with you. Okay, we are back. Now I had turned this off because I didn't want it to get, you know, too yucky. So our pasta's ready, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the pasta out of here and put it right here in the pan. Now this was about a half a pound of pasta. We made pasta for dinner Saturday night, and I had some leftover pasta in the fridge that I needed to use, so I only used a half a pound of this box. But I think this is going to be just right for dinner this evening. And that good starchy water is going to help me to thicken that up just a bit. And we're going to want to mix this up in here. And that sauce is going to be absorbed into the pasta. And it smells really good. And it's time to, you know what? Let's fix you a plate of this yummy looking pasta, chicken spaghetti. Let's see here. And I have turned it off, so. I always feel like I'm so messy when I serve. Like, my mother would be ashamed. But I guess, like I said, this ain't Food Network, right?
Oh, we're real.
That's right, we're real. Okay.
Real food for real people.
That's what we are. Let me grab a paper towel because I'm going to be finicky about wiping off the side there. Here. There's lots of veggies and there's lots of chicken. And then I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese on here. And I'm going to use my clean hands and move the paper towel. I'm always so conscious about the shot, you know. When you start doing this, you really become conscious of everything. All right, there you have it. Chicken spaghetti a la Heather Blue Eyes, inspired by Heather Blue Eyes, made with my leftover chicken that I made from my menu for this week. So, I hope that you'll try this, and I hope that you love it.